Good evening and welcome to Awakening Wednesday. I'm so grateful that you decided to be here. As we take the breath and breathe into this divine moment, knowing that all is well, that all is well all the time. So I'm knowing in this moment that we are embracing in this divine magnificence, that there is this unique opportunity to be with all that is. Giving thanks for this moment, for this day, for this time. In the stillness, we send this blessing out to the world. We send this blessing to ourselves. We send this blessing to the blessed, which is everything and everyone. And we know that all that there is is. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. I want you to sing along with me at home or wherever you are. Because when you sing, you lift the vibration. And as we lift the vibration, it shifts and changes everything. So come on. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am the I am that is. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know. Be still and know. Oh, that was yummy. Thank you, Linda. Let's give Linda some love for that. How awesome. Yeah. So welcome to Earth Day. Happy Earth Day, everyone. How amazing it is that in the midst of all of this, we have the beautiful reminder that we are a part of Mother Earth and Mother Earth is a part of us, and that there is no separation between the two, that we came on this mission together. And so today, celebrating everything. I saw the butterflies starting to fly around as I walked, and here in San Diego, the flowers that are just everywhere along the freeway, coming out of a crack in the street. I mean, the goodness is everywhere. And so happy Earth Day to you, wherever you are, however you're celebrating it. Just hug a tree. Kiss a butterfly if you can catch it. It'd be easier catching a dog, okay. So this next song, I'm talking about change today. And this song was and has been really instrumental in change in my life and becoming aware of who I am and what I give to the world. It's a beautiful song. Some of you will know it. And if you know it, sing along. I don't know when this change happened. It seemed like overnight. Now I'm rooted in the Spirit. I'm rooted in the Spirit. It happened without a fight. Something is new about me. I feel it with each breath. There's a majesty about me. A majesty about me. I feel it in my step. A new heaven and a new earth is all I see. Something else is more important to me. I'm changed. I'm so glad that I'm changed. God is versed in my life. God is versed in my life. Oh, I'm changed. Truly glad that I'm changed. God is versed in my life and second to none. Something changed in me. Change in me. We are born of the Spirit. You're made so brand new. And all the time you wasted, all the time you wasted, giving back to you. You're made so brand new, and all the time you wasted, all the time you wasted, is given back to you. A new heaven and a new earth is all I see. Something's changed in me. I'm changed. Ooh, that is one of the only and great Ricky Byers Beckwith and Michael Beckwith. Uh, the Agape Choir just brings back wonderful memories and divine, wonderful memories. All right, let's get ready for our meditation tonight. I'm going to come over here. Hopefully, you can all see me. We're working on the lights, just so you know. We're getting more lights. I figured tonight we do a little more tapping. It's a nice way of relaxing the body and taking that moment into just a little, maybe 2 or 3 minute meditation. So I thought tonight, since it's Earth Day, Happy Earth Day, we would tap on the Earth Day of our body, celebrating the essence of our body. So this is a energy boost, a tapping boost and appreciation of our body, of where we are, of whatever state we're in, whatever the appearance is, just appreciating everything that is. So just to remind you, with tapping is about dealing with energy. It's about being aware of the energy that you have within you and tapping into that to heal. I don't know if I want to say heal, but to stimulate the vibration. That's more of what I want to say. To stimulate the vibration of the divine energy. Because sometimes we get so caught into the negative, but we need to recognize that it's there and then move through that to the other side. So we start with the karate chop part. Side. I switch back and forth. However you want to do it is up to you. Then we go to the tip of the eyebrow, here. Then we go to the side of the eye. Then we go up underneath the eye. We go up underneath the nose, up underneath our mouth, on the collarbone, up underneath your arm, not in your armpit, almost where your bra goes, ladies. And then at the top of your head. And so we start out with speaking those things that we may not feel good about our bodies. And then we move into the space of appreciating the magnificence of our bodies. So don't be afraid, recognizing that you may have energy around your body that's not in its most divine essence is a beautiful gift for you to see so that you can break loose that energy and start recognizing how magnificent this thing we call a body is. So are you ready? I'll guide you through. I'll call out the spaces. I'll say karate chop, go to the eyebrow, go to the side of the eye, underneath the nose, the mouth, the collarbone, underneath the arm. And so we'll go through that a few times. So don't worry about that. Just get into a comfortable space. Relax yourself and your mind and let it go. And if I say something that doesn't resonate with you, call out what it is for you. Because as you're tapping, you'll be amazed at how the energy starts to move. And you'll start to recognize what's going on there. Okay? All right. So let us take a deep grounding breath. Thank you. Love that. I need that grounding breath. So now tapping on the side of the hand, and you can close your eyes or not, it's totally up to you. Tapping on the side of the hand. Sometimes I don't appreciate my body or my body weight, but I always appreciate who I am right here and now. Still tapping on the side of the hand. Sometimes I'm angry with my body that I'm not able to move or bend or do the things that I used to do. but I breathe and accept right here now where I am. Tapping on the eyebrow. Sometimes I compare my body to other people, and I don't like what I see. Tapping on the side of the eye. I think, why can't I be like this or that? Why can't I eat healthier? Tapping underneath the eye. Why do I crave to eat things that don't support me? Tapping underneath the nose. I've tried diet after diet and still no luck for me. Tapping underneath the mouth. Why does my body not cooperate with me? Tapping on a collarbone. This is my body. Why isn't it listening to me? I get to tell it what to do. Tapping underneath the arm. My body is my temple. It is this divine vehicle that is with me everywhere I go. My body is there. Tapping on top of the head. I know that the body can do amazing things, but sometimes I don't think my body can do amazing things. Take a breath here. Still tapping on top of the head. Take a deep breath here. And just now, place your hand over your heart while you're still tapping. And feel the divine energy of green flowing all through. Flowing all through your body. This is the divine energy of love flowing right now. Tapping gently on top of your head, just recognizing that this vehicle is a vehicle of love. It is a divine and unique vehicle, unlike no other. And nor should it or nor will it be, because it is a special vehicle. It is your vehicle. Now taking your hand and tapping on the eyebrow. Repeat after me. I appreciate my body. I appreciate my body. On the side of the eye, tapping. I appreciate food. Food is the most wonderful thing. It fuels my body. It brings me joy. It brings family together and friends together. Food is my friend, and I am a friend to food. I appreciate food. Tapping underneath the eye. Right here, right now, where my body is, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the years that I've been in my body. I appreciate that it always gives me the best that it can. Underneath the nose, tapping and breathing. Visualizing right now your body. Just saying, thank you, body. Thank you for every day. Thank you for all that you do to me and through me. Underneath the mouth, blessing every part of your body, blessing every organ and cell of your body, blessing it, knowing that it is working for you, that every cell and atom is in tune with divine spirit. It is right here, right now, right here for you. Tapping on your collarbone. Take a deep breath in and just tap right here. And just, you don't have to say anything, right here. Breathe in and just feel appreciation for your body. If there's a part of your body that isn't working in the manner that you think it should, give it more love and appreciation for all the years that it has been working, and knowing that it is still working. It may be working differently, but it's still working. Keep tapping and feel this joy of this divine vehicle that is love. It is a love vehicle that is yours, that's always with you. Never are you without it. Now gently say to yourself, I love my body. I love my body. I love you, body. I could not do the things I do without you. I love my health. Thank you, health. Tapping underneath the arm. Thank you, health. Thank you, divine health, for what it is right now and where it's going to be. Thank you. Thank you for always being there for me. Tapping on top of the head. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. And just take a couple of minutes here. Slowly stop tapping and breathe into this moment and just feel the appreciation for your body. Taking this breath in, know that any day and any time, you can always stop and appreciate your body. You can always take the time to say, thank you, body. Thank you for being here with me. Take a deep breath and release. Thank you for taking that journey with me. Thank you, Linda. That was so sweet and beautiful. It was yummy. So today, my talk is about change. Change. You know, it's one of the things that is constant. Change is absolutely always constant. Every day. Every day is a new day. And so we find ourselves at a very interesting place where we're changing into something we don't know yet is to come or what it is to be. And it will be different for each and every one of us, as it always is. But there is a massive change globally that's taking place all over the universe. And so I was wondering, you know, you look at the caterpillar, and the caterpillar is going along its way, it's doing its thing, and then there is something at a molecular level that it wakes up and says, it's time for a new. It's time for me to moth into something new. Now, the caterpillar is not worried about what it's going to change into, not upset, not calling people, blaming them because it's getting ready to change. It just takes the journey. So as I was thinking about that, on my beautiful walk today, I thought about the journey of change. When we look at us as a human race, as human consciousness, we have evolved in so many ways. We have grown and expanded, and it is through the contrast. It is through this beautiful contrast that we have opened up for more, that we have thought about it, we have dreamed about it, we have seen a new possibility. We've seen a new awareness. Can you think about the person that started the download of the internet? That wasn't seen, it wasn't talked about, it was this vision. I talk about Steve Jobs. Jobs. I love to call him Job. I don't know why. And I know I do it. And I go, hey, hey. But here was a man that absolutely a visionary that believed in an impossible thing. Others told him constantly, you can't do this, we can't do that. We don't have the technology to do it. And you know what he said? Build it, make it. So we find ourselves on this beautiful Earth Day in the midst of massive change. I mean, I'm so grateful to be here at this time for this change that's taking place everywhere. Because each and every one of us, we're all a part of it. We're a part of this change, and I know you know that. But I want you to start thinking not about what you may be losing, but what you may be birthing into. What new possibilities might be awakening in you? Sometimes it's a little scary when something new is coming through because, you know, we want to know how it's going to work out, when it's going to happen, how we going to make it all connect. And then we lose the joy of the birthing process. And this birthing process, a lot of times, is contrast. Sometimes the bumps teach us that I'd like a smooth road. If you're on a bicycle. So we have the time to start really playing with the possibility of what might I change into? What might my life look like? What is it possible for me to create now? And not a physical creation, but an energetic creation. What can you energetically embrace into your daily practice? What can you feel about you, about your life, about possibilities that you want to give birth to? And don't worry if it's like some George Jetson stuff, because we're there now. I don't know if I'm going to see it, but I think I might see a flying hovercraft. And they've had some, but I'm talking on the freeway. Our new way of travel. Not cars, not gas and pollution. Hovercraft. The technology is here. It's here. What might you be awakened to? Because these are new times. They're new situations. I mean, my goodness, this is a brand new situation. Who would have thunk that they'd have a thing called Roman where, you know, it's for men, but still, they could go online and go, hey, I need some Viagra, for lack of a better word. I need X, Y, and Z. That we'd have WebMD, that you could go online, maybe too much information sometimes, and explore different possibilities. So what are you exploring in this time? I ask that question of you to really think, what are you willing to explore? So much of everything is about what we may lose, what's not happening, loss. But for every loss, there is a gain. You know, there were people that they share many amazing stories during the Great Depression that actually thrived. They thrived. Not because it was a fluke, but because they practiced something different. They did not practice lack. It's impossible to practice fear and be secure, or have faith, or be open to new possibilities. Two totally different worlds. You know, on the seesaw as a kid, you go up, you go down, but you can't do it all at the same time. So you're having your seesaw moment. And it's built around change. It's built around the idea of what we came here for. I mean, think about it. We came here to explore and to expand consciousness as we know it. So we're getting a nice big kick in the cadoodle. That's a nice word, cadoodle. Not a poodle. Okay. There's so much energy flowing. But we're getting a nice big kick in the cadoodle for us to wake up. To wake up recognizing that every day that you awaken is a new day. Some people are caught in the rut of, oh, I'm still at home. It's the same old thing. I went for the walk. Blah, 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 blah. But that's a choice. All around you, spring is starting to pop loose. Flowers are blooming and blossoming. There was a dog that came chasing after me today. And I turned and looked at him and I said, hey, baby. And he went, row, 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 row. And I realized when he looked at me, he didn't see fear. I have practiced this awareness of knowing that well-being abounds. And in that moment, I grabbed hold of well-being, not to the dog. He gave me a little kiss on the hand and walked away. And I thought, whoa. Because I didn't see him coming, and I had my headphones in. You know how you get startled sometimes like that. But that was a conscious choice. But that's a choice that I've been practicing, well-being. So you have this beautiful dance of what are we going to do with change? How are we going to step into this new frontier that's here? I've been sharing with some of my family and friends, and maybe even with you, that we were prepared for this, whether you realize it or not. The technology was ahead of the game, baby. Wow. So that means we're still in it. We're still in the game. We're still in the flow. We're still creating. Creation has not stopped. Some of us think that I'm not at a job or I'm not at school, my kids aren't here, that I can't see my family, that life has stopped. It has not stopped. Life never stops. It is constantly evolving. The way you experience life has changed, but life has not stopped. So you get to have a moment. You get to take a breath and think, what will I create new? What can I bring new to the world in this new awareness? When the world begins to come back together, what can I bring new to the table? And it's not so much of a physical thing. But what consciousness, what new consciousness can you bring to the table that will lift and shift you to higher levels to create something new? Isn't that exciting? I mean, there is a beautiful merry-go-round that we're all on. Some of us get off because they say, I have no more to give. And so they help on the other side while the merry-go-round keeps going. Those of us that are saying yes to the merry-go-round, let's not just say yes to mediocrity anymore. We're more than that. And it doesn't mean that you have to create a big monument. But it does mean you want to celebrate a big energy that is within you, a vibration that never ceases, that's constantly flowing in and through you, that's out here, returning back to you that which you put out. I know we can do some incredible things, and incredible things are being called forth. Because it is a part of each of us. change? What are you willing to change? How are you willing to participate in this beautiful change? And will you? Will you recognize that changing one thing changes the ripple of the universe? Just one thought, one new thought changes the ripple of the universe. You don't have to change everything. It's one new thought. Just one new thought. Sit with that. Write it out. Write out how you can open up to this one change that's coming from you. Now, I know sometimes we want to change other people, and thus far, that hadn't worked too well. I'm just saying. Sometimes women love to, date a guy, be like, oh, I can change that. I'll change that. I'll change that. 3 years later, be like, he didn't change this. He didn't change this. He didn't change this. And I think it's in any relationship. And the first relationship is with ourselves. This is the primal relationship. So what are you willing to consciously change? There was a song called, it just escaped me. Sam Cooke did it, and so did Aretha Franklin. A change is going to come. And that song was based out of the cry of black people in slavery. And not just black people, but Dr. King reached out to all people. And one of the things that I think gets overlooked with Dr. King, with Mahatma Gandhi, is that they didn't try to change the outside. They changed their inside. There was a story that was told about Martin Luther King, that one of his confidants that actually left the movement because he himself was gay. And he loved Dr. Martin Luther King and what he was doing so much. He said, if they find out who I am, I will hurt you. Meaning, don't go, Dr. King and he were not in a relationship, but he was a friend of his, and he wanted the cause, the movement to move forward. And so he knew that if they'd found anything like that, they would use that to distract people from what the true essence was. So he left Dr. King with this beautiful message. Dr. King was troubled and worried. And he said to him, you can't ask people to change if you're not going to change within you. If you can't find peace in the midst of the storm, people will see your fear and they won't believe you. I thought that was so profound, that here was someone that believed in what Dr. King was doing. And we think a lot of times because the person's out front that they know all the answers, and they you saw Dr. King. I can't even begin to imagine what that change had to be like, to be on the front line of creating something that wasn't the normal way, or wasn't the way that people thought it should happen, through anger, through fighting. Understood something different. That was a huge shift and change in our world. And each of us have to come to a greater understanding that this change that's taken place, it's not for the next man. It's not for the politician. It's for you. It's for you to awaken to what you are bringing forth, to what you are changing in your consciousness, not who or whom you're trying to change outside of you. Because when you change where you live in here, when you change where you live in your consciousness, in your heart, then you will change everything outside. You know, it's kind of like when you go into prayer. We pray not to change the outside, but to change our awareness of what it is. And so we are at this moment now where we are praying to change what's going on inside. For the things that we think are not justified in this world, for the things and the people that we feel have done ill will, it is our opportunity to shift our hearts. Because if we carry hatred and fear and anger in our hearts, then we are just as much a part of the clog. We are just as much a part of the problem. This divine opportunity that is birthing through all of us at the same time right now is this divine chance to find the change in your heart, to find the new love and awareness in your consciousness, to find the way that you can bring you to a new place and a new level of living. That when you look out, you see the face of God everywhere. No matter what you call it, you see the beauty everywhere. And does this mean that all of life is tulips and begonias? No. But what it does mean is that you're equipped with a knowingness. When that dog ran up on me, I was equipped with well-being, knowing that I'm divinely protected. Nothing can hurt or harm me. That's an inner awareness. That's an inner connection. And the dog felt nothing but love from me. And he decided, well, I can't scare her like the other people, so this is not as much fun. So he gave me a kiss and moved on his way. Take a breath right here. I know we love to breathe. Take a breath right here. That was a change. That breath right there was a change. It was a shift in your awareness that quick. Change is happening that quick, that quick, that quick. Consciousness has sped up. Energy is palpable. We are now understanding that energy and vibration, it is a real reality, that there is millions of different molecules that we can't see, but they're all in motion, that energy is everything. And those of us that have really gone down the rabbit hole recognize that this being the body, this is an energy cell that is painted on. So we get to daily check into our energy. Check into the divine vibration that is flowing in and through. I had a moment last night. I went to CVS. I was feeling great, feeling all good. And I went in there just to get a couple of things. Okay, a bottle of wine. I went in there to get a bottle of wine. And, I got this, I got that, I got that. I get to the counter, it's like $65. I was like, what? This can't be. So now I'm questioning the woman. I said, did you double ring this? Did you double, what? Can I see that? And I could just feel the lack consciousness had just taken over. And at that moment, I could not stop it. I saw me going. So when I got in the car, because I've been really working with my energy and vibration, that feeling really came up. And I recognized that, oh my goodness, that's fear. That's the feeling that I don't have enough. I won't have enough. I'm going to run out. And we all have different things that are triggers for us. Some of us got 3 or 4. I got more than one. And so I was driving and I was like, okay, just forget about it. Just forget about it. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is the moment right now. It's palpable. You can feel it. Don't ignore it. So I pulled my car over. This was about 9:30 at night. I pulled my car over and I began to tap. And I tapped to be aware that this feeling, this old pattern, see, that was an old way of thinking. That was an old way of thinking. I don't want to bring that every day into a new day. But we do that when we don't take the time to recognize the energy that's flowing through us, that's telling us. When it shifts like that, that change that came through where I was like, hey, to what? $60. There was a change that took place. And if I just said, well, that's okay, then that is what continues to play out. So I tapped for about 10 minutes. And I started to feel the lightness of it because I realized that this is just a story that I've practiced. This is a story that I've experienced. And so every time I experience it, it's like, well, it's real. It's real. But it's an experience that as I had held the energy of that story had to keep playing. The law of attraction, if you believe in it, what you put out, you get back. There wasn't nobody has put poverty on me. Some of us think we're born into poverty. Wow. How does that work? Now, we are born in different situations and different families. But to say you're born into poverty, that you are a divine child of God, born into lack, there is no such thing. We want to recognize the things that we're willing to let go of now. This is the time. This is the place. Letting go of the things that don't serve you. Becoming aware that the change that you are wanting or that I'm asking you to check into is, what are you willing to change in your heart? What thoughts are you willing to change in your thinking? What stories are you willing to stop telling? Some of us love to tell the same old stories. I'm going to end with this story. I met this wonderful person when I was living in Palm Springs, and we were at a party. And I just knew her from one of the theaters that I worked at. And she came up and she said, I used to work at the Kaja Falls downtown, well-known theater in Palm Springs. I said, oh, really? She said, oh, yeah, I worked there. And, I do all the shows. And actually, I have to say, they were still running at that time, just not as many shows. She said, but, I got hurt. I said, whoa, you got hurt? She said, yes, a scaffold fell on her. I said, oh, my goodness. She said, look at all these pills I have to take. I got to take this pill for that. I said, oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. She said, yeah, it takes me about 2 hours in the morning before I can even walk. I said, oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. So I went on about my business, and talking to someone else, they said, hey, did you meet so-and-so? I said, yeah. And they started laughing. They said, did she tell you about the theater? I said, oh, my God, yeah. They said, that happened 15 years ago. I'm like, what? 15 years ago? And now, I don't know how severe her physical pain was, but I understood this. That woman told that story like it happened 2 weeks ago. She constantly was reliving and reliving and reliving. And we all have stories like that, that we feel that we have to tell, and we're justified in telling it because we're telling it like it is. Well, you tell it like it is, you keeping your life right there. You're keeping that dance constantly going back, coming forward, going back, coming out, coming in, coming back. You're keeping that experience real in your vibrational kingdom. Oh, I like that. That just came through. Vibrational kingdom. So take care of your vibrational kingdom. Clean house right now. Clean your energy house. Start to clean out the things that no longer serve you. At least become aware of the things that are not serving you. Start to recognize what you're willing to change. The thoughts that you are willing to let go of. I want you to take the breath with me right now. So let's just each think about change. Changing a thought, changing your heart. Some of us have held something or someone accountable for so many years, and we've closed our heart off till it feels normal. It feels natural. And we own our justification for doing it because I'm right and they're wrong. And you're only closing off your own heart to all the love that's around you. Closing off your heart of all the abundance that's pouring forth over you. Closing off your heart to all the new family and friends and the new ideas and creativity that's right there for you. Open your heart. Open your mind to the new. I don't know where we're going, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm excited. I'm excited about what's possible, about what can be birthed in and through me when I just say, yes, universe, use me, use me, use me. And trust that the next step that I make is a step closer to that divine creative expression, is a step closer to more joy and more happiness and more new insights. Isn't it thrilling when you get a new insight that comes through? It just charges your day. So I charge you with the wisdom to know that it's all within you, that the change is within you. Just one new thought. One new thought that you will take with you into tomorrow. So this is our beautiful conscious giving time. A time to take a new thought into the givingness and how we give, because we have new ways of giving now. We can give online. We can go to universalspiritcenter.org. We can donate there. We can do bill pay where every week, every other week, every month, it goes automatically. We can go on PayPal. I mean, wow. There's so many wonderful ways. We can send a check. We can drop off cash. I wouldn't recommend it. But there are so many ways that we can give. We can give of our love and our time. We can participate in the nightly Zooms that we have for meditation. The home groups that have Zooms, the classes that we have, the Eats class with our beautiful Liz. And Tony has his new class coming up for those that are on the road to becoming a practitioner. We can participate in those ways, in giving of our time, and not only our funds, but of our time, and to expand in our awareness. So look around your home wherever you are. and feel the gratitude. Feel the thanksgiving. And join me. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Awakening Wednesday. One of our dear beloved, Lauren Grace, Lauren and her family have been sewing, I didn't know, for a really long time. You didn't see Lori, but thank you, Lori. These beautiful masks that she and her family are making to help support us. They're only $10. They're only $10. Her email will be on one of the slides. You can also, if you want to buy one, on Venmo. We have them here at the office. Just let her know or let me know. But they're really beautiful. I got a few of them. I got a couple for myself, and then I gave one away. So, and I'll have to say, I didn't want to do mask. I did not. But then I was like, well, okay, let me be in the flow of helping support all of us as we move through. And so I decided to get one and support. So think about it if you have, or if you want to buy a couple and share them with other people. I think that would be fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us on Awakening Wednesday. Next week, we will have Sarah Adams. Yes. Sarah, I'm sorry if I got your last name wrong. But one of our practitioners will be here taking you through an amazing process. So you don't want to miss it. Share it with your friends and family. We are glad to be here with you. I got to give a shout out again to Lori. Thank you, Lori, for holding down the camera and the production over there. And of course, Linda, she's my roadie. She's always with me. Linda's always with me. She got me. I thank her so much because I couldn't do half of what I do without her. Flow, Spirit, flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love. Flow, Spirit, flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding Spirit flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Flow, Spirit flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love. Flow, Spirit, flow through me. Spirit flows through me every day in every way. Spirit flows and flows. Spirit flows through me as I open up to see the unfolding of your everlasting love, 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 love. I love you, Universal Spirit Center. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings to you all. I'll see you next Wednesday. We'll see you next Wednesday. Yeah, 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 yeah. Spirit, Spirit, flow. Oh yeah, 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 Spirit, flow, 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 flow. You know, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The Spirit flow. Oh, 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 flow.